Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've never been here before, my name is Elizabeth and I share my personal style, my love for easy beauty, and today I'm going to be sharing 3 tips on how to source pre-loved luxury bags. My whole little collection is right here, and I will be uploading another video that goes into detail about all of my pre-loved bags, but this video is just going to be dedicated to 3 tips on helping you navigate whether it's your first designer purchase or why I like purchasing pre-loved. I wanted to go into that and just some ways to navigate them. But yeah, I want to get into it. Before I share my 3 tips, I want to talk about why I like designer bags and why I love buying pre-loved designer bags. So first thing about designer bags is they are quality. They are going to last. I am quite rough with my things. I trip, I fall, I drop things, I toss things, and designer bags do hold up to my just really tough use of things, and I love that. So they're durable and they're quality. I am also not that chick that stuffs her bags, puts it in the dust bag, stores it. I love to use my stuff, and that's why I buy it. I buy it to wear and to use. And if you want to see my entire luxury designer handbag collection, I'll link that video above. It is quite long. But anyways, so yes, I am not the girl that is storing her bags. But that leads me to the next point of why I like designer bags is that there's a resale value. You guys can purchase, invest in a bag, and you'll be able to resell it. It's a win-win. The quality and the fact that there's resale value is great. There are some bags out there that are designer that don't have resale value. I mean, they do, but you're not gonna get a lot like maybe, I don't know, my Louis Vuitton over here or a Chanel bag. Those have insane resale value. But a Balenciaga bag doesn't have the most. But I do like knowing that I could potentially get $150, $200, $300 for this bag versus another bag that really has no resale value, and I either have to donate it or toss it, and that's annoying. It's kind of a waste in my opinion. But those are the reasons why I like designer bags. And the reason I like purchasing pre-loved bags is because it's affordable. I don't think you guys should go into debt or take money out of your savings to purchase designer bags. So many luxury designers recreate their bags, relaunch them, do it in different colorways, like this Epi Alma. So it's the baby Alma. This bag was created in 1934. We're in 2020. This bag is still around. So unless there's a colorway that you absolutely love that was only created in 2020 or whatever year it is, then okay, totally buy it new. But in my opinion, I don't think you need to spend all this money on something new. And even if it's your first luxury bag, I had somebody DM me that they weren't sure if they wanted to buy their luxury bag brand new or buy used pre-loved. And I told her, I said, depends on how much money you have and you want to spend. Another tip that me and my family do is we chip in. So we help each other out versus just, spending on one thing. And maybe you can save for it and you can ask your family or friends to just donate maybe 20, 30, 40 bucks. It adds up, you guys, to help you purchase a designer bag. So I don't think you need to go new all the time, but I think it is helpful to buy pre-loved because you'll save some money. I also love the thrill of the search. When you find a bag so I'll go to my little Fendi Zucca baguette. So it's the Zucca print, which is their monogram. I spent 56 bucks for my little baguettes, and people are reselling them for up to $1,000. Obviously depends on quality, and this bag was definitely loved and I don't mind it. Another thing I love about buying pre-loved is I find it to be more sustainable. I really love that. I love vintage. I love pre-loved. There's so many bags out there waiting to be used and to find a new home, and I love that. I think it's super special. So that's what I wanted to preface before I get into my 3 tips. I wanted to keep this super easy, super concise. I've seen so many videos out there that were too detailed and just not to the point. So I hope I'm to the point, but I just wanted to share why I love designer bags, why I love pre-loved bags. And now let's get into my tips. So tip number 1 is research. Do your research when it comes to designer bags. Nothing stressy, but if you are interested in purchasing a designer bag that's pre-loved, hop on Louis Vuitton's website, hop on Fendi's website, Dior, whatever brand you are seeking and interested in purchasing, learn about the bag. There are specs, some details, sizing, shape, the type of leather. You can really see what you want. And I'm a big believer, don't just buy a bag that is trending that everybody has. You have to love the bag. Designer bags are an investment and it's expensive and it's a lot of money. You guys could use the money for a designer bag for so many other things that are more essential. Designer bags are not essential, but I do personally prefer them for quality and style. So yeah, do your research, really learn about the bag and the designer. And a great tip that I've learned is if you're unsure, you know, this is going to be a big purchase, go visit the bag in store, touch it, feel what the leather feels like, kind of investigate so you know when you are purchasing pre-loved what you can expect, because you already know what it feels like, what it looks like. Investigate the bag from, you know, the locks to how the leather feels, how it zips from the suede, or not too sure if it's a microfiber lining. You're going to know what it is that you're purchasing. And if you're nervous about going to a high-end luxury designer store, worried about the salespeople being rude, don't. This is your money. This is an investment. So don't be discouraged about visiting the store if you aren't like going to commit that day. And who knows, you might love the bag and prefer it new. But I highly recommend dropping into a store and feeling the bags and looking at them and really seeing if you like it, how it sits on you. You can really learn a lot about seeing the bag in store and just window shopping. So that is tip number 1. Tip number 2 is where to buy pre-loved bags. There are so many resale sites out there. I like purchasing them online. My favorite so far right now is actually Etsy. So my Fendi baguette was actually scored off Etsy. I haven't had an issue with them. I've purchased my Fendi baguette, and my newest addition is actually the Jackie bag. So I was pretty pumped about this because this is a bag that really caught my eye for fall of 2020. And I instantly knew I could buy this secondhand. There are probably options out there. This bag has been recreated so many times and I wanted it to be very similar to what launched. Obviously the gold hardware is a lot different, but the whole shape and the colorway is a little different, but the shape is exactly the same. And I was super excited because the Jackie bag online had a longer strap so you can use it as a crossbody. When I was investigating, going down the dark hole of trying to find the designer bag I wanted, and I either wanted the mini Jackie or this size or the crossbody. So I love that it's a shoulder bag, but there was the extra strap that I can make it a crossbody. So that was such an awesome score for me. And this bag actually comes in 3 different sizes, and be mindful of that. There's a mini, a small, and a medium. And I think I have the small, but it's perfect. I absolutely love this. So these were scored off Etsy. They are authentic, and I will talk about how to authenticate. But I'm so excited about these. I absolutely love them. And I love knowing that I'm like supporting a small business. You know, I'm supporting somebody that is reselling, thrifting, and scoring great pieces. So Etsy is my top favorite, and I highly recommend you guys shopping there. And the next website that I've shopped off of for designer bags is actually Fashion File. I think it's Fashion Feel. And one bag I purchased was actually for my best friend. My mom and I chipped in and got her a Chloe purse, and she loved it. And what I love about shopping off Fashion Feel is like if you're not into the bag, you can return it. I love that option. So we got my best friend the Chloe bag, and then I recently purchased this little Louis Vuitton toiletry cosmetic bag, so I can hold my hand sanitizer. I have my AirPods in here and some hand lotion, and I had regular headphones. But this is where I kind of store my beauty, and I really love it. It's such a great shape. This was a bit pricey. I could have purchased it new, to be honest. I think I saved like $60 purchasing it used, so there was not much of like a savings in my opinion. This bag was kind of expensive, but I really loved it. And you know, when you're purchasing from resale sites like Fashion File, you know, you're paying for them helping somebody sell their bag. There's taxes, but shipping's free. So I really love that shipping's free. you can resell it, you can return, so you're not stuck with the bag. So definitely like that. And I do like to purchase things from people that have a return policy. So if you're nervous to use it, then you can return it really nicely. So definitely recommend Fashion Feel. Another resale site that I recommend is actually Tradesy. I've never purchased from Tradesy, but I used to partner up with them, collaborate with them. It wasn't a pay job. They actually gifted me, well, let me borrow bags, and I loved them and they were authentic. So I definitely recommend knowing from styling the bags and using them. Tradesy's a really great option. And then a random store I discovered because I was on the hunt for this Louis Vuitton backpack. This is the Louis Vuitton Monstros, saying that totally wrong, backpack, and the monogram canvas MM. So I was searching for this backpack and discovered Dallas Designer Handbags, and this was actually a gift from my sister and brother, and I love it. I think they bought it for $600 or $700. They split it, and I don't mind it. There is some wear, as you can see, some staining, patina, but I don't mind that, you guys. I don't mind it looking like it's been used and you loved it. Nobody's ever going to tell, oh, that for sure is used. Who knows? You could have inherited it from your mom, your aunt, any family member could have given it to you and passed it on to you. Nobody knows. So there is some wear, but I loved it. So I recommend Dallas Designer Handbags. They have a variety of pieces on there. So that is a great place. I also recommend the Real Real. Personally, I haven't purchased anything from them just yet. I've been seeing things, but I find their price points to be quite nice. Nothing super overpriced. I find like Tradesy and Fashion Feel to be a little overpriced, but they are great options to search and see if they have a bag of your liking. Another website I just discovered, it's called Mallory's, and they have Chanel handbags that I feel are reasonably priced, like a price that I would totally invest in. It's such a well-known resale site, so go peep that. I'm excited to hopefully purchase from them someday soon. Poshmark, I know a lot of people like Poshmark. I don't love Poshmark, but so many people have found great things, so I just wanted to pop that in there for you babes. There is a store called Rebag, which I learned about in New York. Really cute shop, bright colored, and there was a bunch of designer handbags, and they're all pre-loved. And this is going to be super random, but I know it's not pre-loved, but it's discount. You can purchase designer handbags from outlets. So I live in California, and I've visited the outlets in kind of Palm Springs area. I visited them in San Francisco, and I've also visited the one in New York or New Jersey. I'm not too sure, but it's called Woodbury Commons, and that's another great spot to purchase discount designer bags. They are not pre-loved, but I just wanted to pop that in there because my mom actually scored my Balenciaga bag for me for Christmas from Nordstrom Rack, which was a total surprise, and I love this bag. Little funny story, when she purchased it, she just found it hidden. So that's the interesting thing, is when you're out shopping at outlets or thrift stores, look in the bins, look in the purse area. You never know what will be hidden. And she discovered this, and a woman saw her grab it and was following my mom around the store and offered her like double or a little bit more than asking price that Nordstrom was selling it for. But my mom knew I love designer bags, so just wanted to pop that in there. Outlets are a great option. And another great place to purchase pre-loved designer bags is actually when you are thrifting, consignment shops, as well as outlets and estate sales. Those are going to be those places you find these beautiful hidden gems. Consignment shops are going to be a little pricey because obviously you know they are purchasing and trying to help others sell designer bags. One bag that I purchased from a consignment shop that I thought was reasonably priced was my baby Alma. I don't know if it's a baby Alma, called baby Alma, but it is the Louis Vuitton Alma bag, the smaller size. And I never ever dreamed of owning this bag. Didn't know I was gonna love it. The color, it's an ivory color, but I love it. And I got it from this random consignment shop in downtown LA called Vetoban. I happened to be walking and they sold killer things, and I saw this bag and fell in love with it. It is so roomy and spacious, you guys. It truly holds so much when I was learning about stores that or websites that can authenticate designer bags for you. There was one website that popped up that shared this bag was actually designed for Coco Chanel, and she allowed Louis Vuitton to sell it to the public. So I thought that was really cool. It comes with a great strap, and I scored this bag for $500, and it normally goes for $1,760. So I saved $1,100 on this bag, and I absolutely love it. So consignment shops can be the way to go, but they might be a little bit pricey, so be mindful of that and be open to possibly negotiating. Thrift shops and vintage shops are gonna be a great place to find hidden gems. I haven't scored anything thrifting just yet, but I did hear about this girl that scored a Chanel bag for $14 and authenticated it, and it's a real Chanel. So you just never know sometimes, but when you are doing your research and you are thrifting, you're gonna know the feel of the bag and the leather, and you're gonna know different ways to authenticate. Like I said, I'll be sure to link different references below to help you authenticate bags and research them. Just be open to purchasing. $14, $40, $60 in my mind isn't a big investment if the bag is real. So you just never know. And estate sales, I heard, are a killer place. I have yet to go. I really want to do that real soon and kind of maybe vlog and share when I do that. But estate sales could be killer because you might be able to score some things. Now for my favorite place at the moment to find and score pre-loved designer bags is actually Instagram. I'm so pumped that there is this space where anybody could sell things, and there are a bunch of pre-loved designer Instagram accounts that are authenticating, that are selling these things just at your fingertips. I will link some of my favorites below. My little nylon Prada mini bag has actually been re-editioned this year, but I scored this from Shop Odessa, and I'm so pumped about this. I scored it back in December, and it's literally the same bag. The only thing a little bit different is the strap in the new ones is the same color as the nylon, and there's like a little tag hanging. But I scored my bag, you guys, for $320, and the new one goes for $1770. So this was a fun score off Instagram. I didn't know I needed it when I was scrolling one day, and I bought it, and I ended up supporting a really cool chick on Instagram who I now follow, and we follow each other, and I love that. So yeah, Instagram is definitely one of my favorite spots to find some pre-loved designer bags. I also want to say, if you just follow an account, Instagram's going to suggest a ton of similar accounts. So just, research, get into that zone, that black hole of finding rad Instagram accounts. And my third tip, my last tip for you babes, is to have faith and use PayPal. I know it's going to be stressy and risky to purchase a luxury designer bag online, but don't be stressed out. Like I said, as long as there's a really great return policy and you can return it, highly recommend. If you still want the specific bag and there is no return policy, just make sure to ask the seller to send you more pictures so you can really look and see if this bag is real, if that really bothers you and you want to make sure it's authentic. Also, when you're purchasing online, I forgot to note, eBay's a great store. I haven't personally had luck. My mom has had luck. Right here, I have her Birkin bag that she scored off eBay, and it is authentic. We had it authenticated, so hell yeah to her. She scored some gems off eBay, and I also think she scored my Epi duffel off eBay. So like if you're gonna search and purchase off eBay or whatever store, just make sure the reviews are good. They've sold a lot of items, and just trust that and ask for more pictures. That's all you can really do. That's why I say have faith. Another great tip is to use PayPal when you're purchasing pre-loved designer bags, because PayPal will actually help you. Like if the bag isn't real, you can reach out to PayPal and they will give you your money back. Really great option. Look into that, but it's an alternative in case you're worried and stressed out, and it's a big purchase like I said. So those are my 3 tips on purchasing pre-loved designer handbags. So make sure you do your research, find out what bag you want, learn the specs, learn about the details, Shop smart, shared great options. I will link them below of where to shop, and have faith and use PayPal. That's all the tips I really have for you. That is it, you guys. I hope you liked this video. If you want to see more videos from me, be sure to subscribe to my channel. If you have any other tips on purchasing Preloved Designer bags, comment them below. Let's help each other out. I would love to learn more, maybe some smarter ways in case I didn't give you enough, but let me know. And yeah, if you want to see more about my Preloved Designer collection, I'll be sure to link that video below. And yeah, I will let you go, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.